May govannen, niblings. Let's play LotRO, episode 22. So I'm back here in Budgeford, as you can see by all the pigsties. And how did I end up on someone's house? Anyway, let's turn in some of these quests. So we figured out who the Black Rider was, and it is important to note this is not the Black Rider from the books. This is someone pretending to be a different Black Rider, and not a very convincing one.
Hello.
Alright, but they want to know who the chief is. And he mentions LotRO, but he doesn't really go into any detail about what he means by that. Alright. Ooh, get an upgrade on my leggings. So I can't actually see what these leggings look like because this tunic that I'm wearing kind of overrides the cosmetics of the leggings slot because it's a tunic and waistcoat, so it, kind of replaces it. But no big deal. I will take that because that's a pretty decent upgrade. That's twice as much armor almost, and or more than twice as much armor and vitality. So so my morale should have changed. Here, let me put this back on. Yeah, so with these old level 5 leggings that I have on, you can see I have 671 morale. When I equip these new ones, I have 691 morale. So that's pretty nice. That vitality gives me that extra morale. Alright, who else do I need to talk to? I need to talk to Linda Bulger and Bingo Bulger.
Goodness!
Alright, so I found a collar, but who could possibly put a collar on a wolf like that?
Mercy me! Will you hear me out?
Alright, so she wants me to... there's letters on the collar, but she can't translate them. She knows there was an elf near Woodhall, and that maybe that elf would be able to translate it. Alright. I also need to talk to Bingo Bulger. He should be up near his farm, I believe. Nope, not up his farm. Good thing I checked the map. He's up this way. I was thinking of someone else, I think. I was about to head up over here. Yeah, here's Bingo over this way.
Good day.
Alright, so again I have a choice here. I could pick these shoes, which are worse than what I'm wearing. They're just kind of plain looking shoes. I might take them in case I want them cosmetically. I don't know. These biscuits aren't really useful. I should probably explain how those biscuits work. I think I already have some though. Yeah, so I'll just take the shoes. Okay. So, my current quests. I need to go bring the saltpetre back to Hyacinth Took. I need to take the collar to the elf near Woodhall. I need to find Callum, the strange man who seems to have it out for Willamar Bulger. And I need to talk to the sheriff in Mickle Delving. It's quite a lot of stuff, and none of it is here in Budgeford. So here's what I'm going to do. Alright, so I believe the post quest takes me up to the north.
Might I speak with you a moment?
Post quest takes me up to Scary, and I'm not ready to go to Scary yet. So what I am going to do is I'm going to do the pie quest. Because, see, so Hyacinth Took is here in Tuckborough. That one's not on my quest tracker. Callum is in the Frogmoors. in now I can wait on the bounder one. I might not do that one right away. I might do that one later. But Holly Hornblower for the pies is here, and then the elf and Woodhall is over here. So so I think I'll take the pie over here to Holly, and then I'll go find. Actually, I'll take the pie to Holly. I'll talk to Hyacinth. I'll talk to the elf. Maybe. Yeah, I'll see how that goes.
It's not a bother, but may I speak with you?
I think, now that I'm thinking about it, I think Hyacinth might. There's a hobbit over there. I think Hyacinth might ask me to go somewhere else, because I'll need to take the fireworks up to Lobelia. Alright, if I cut through the pigsties, I will avoid any nosy hobbits. Oh, there's one right there. Almost got caught. Oh, these are nosy hobbits. I need to worry about hungry hobbits. I'm carrying a pie. So that nosy hobbit would have been fine. Okay. So I'll take this pie, and I'll go talk to Hyacinth, and I'll see what I need to do after that. Alright. I could have just walked through that water. I didn't have to jump over it. It's shallow enough that I could walk through it without canceling the pie quest. So I didn't really need to come all the way out to the road here. Could have gone north of the Frogmoors, although there are more monsters up there. So that's why I came south, because it would be a little bit easier. So, now that I'm on the road, I talked in a previous episode about the 5 basic statistics. I didn't mention armor, though. So, armor, most of your equipment gives armor. Your jewelry doesn't, usually, but all of your clothing does. Armor just reduces the damage that you take. And you can see here, it's only 20% effective against non-common damage, which is important. Now, a lot of the things that you fight will do common damage, especially at lower levels, but once you get into the higher levels, you start fighting things that do non-common damage. And I'll address that more when I get to it. Although generally I'm not too concerned, especially on a Bjorning, about my armor rating. Just because the gear that I pick up will be good enough in that regard, and I have all these heals, so the fact that I can heal myself really alleviates a lot of concerns about how much damage I'm taking, although it is still something to be concerned about. Now, what I do want to talk about is the difference between light armor, medium armor, and heavy armor. So you may notice that I have been picking up medium armor. And that's because that's the kind of armor that Bjornings wear. And the difference is not just the armor rating that they give. You'll notice that light armor only gives a little bit of armor, and medium armor gives more, and then heavy armor gives even more. And Bjornings can't wear heavy armor. Right? Turned in this quest. So now I'll go find Hyacinth. But there's also a difference in how much that armor is capable of protecting you. You'll eventually reach a limit of how much armor is beneficial to you, as in how much damage it can block from the total damage you're receiving. I don't remember exactly what those maximum amounts are, but it's based on whether you're wearing light armor, medium armor, or heavy armor. I remember when I used to play a few years ago, it was, I think 40% was the maximum for light armor. Light armor could block no more than 40% of all damage that you take. And medium could block 50%, and heavy armor could block 60%. I don't know if that's still true, though.
Is there something I can do for you?
But that does give you an idea of kind of the limit. Alright, so she's glad that I am bringing her the saltpetre. So these are the gloves she's offering. I don't think I really want them. Oh, I don't have a choice. I get them and a gift math them. No big deal.
Might I have a word with you?
I can sell those if I don't want them. Alright. I need to go to Overhill. Okay. Well, that's easy enough. She wants charcoal, so I'm not talking to Lobelia again yet. Okay. So yeah, go up to Overhill. I may swing over to the Frogmoors and see if I can find this Callum fellow. Yeah, I'll do that. Anyway, the reason I brought up the limits on the kind of armor you can wear is that you don't really want to mix and match what kind of armor you're wearing. Oh, I want to go this way. Like, you don't want to wear, if you can wear medium or heavy armor, you don't want to wear a combination of medium and light armor, for example. You want to stick all to medium armor. And you may occasionally find a piece of light armor that might be a little bit better. And at lower levels, it doesn't really matter, but especially once you start getting into the higher levels, it's really best if you only wear the best kind of armor you can get, which is medium armor. So even if a particular piece of light leather... Oh, there's a strange man. So even if a particular piece of light leather, or light armor, is better than the medium armor, you should really just stick to medium armor. It's best to get in that habit early, so that later when it matters, you're already doing it. Alright, so here's a strange man named Callum. Okay, so he believes that the curse has found him again. He's calling the Hobbit a rat man. And he fled after he fired the arrow at Willamar's door, and a boar attacked him. And he says that he's no threat to Willamar now. He also believes that Willamar sent me here to kill him, which is not the case. Alright, so I need to go back to Willamar and tell him what I've discovered. Alright, so in the meantime, I'll go over to Overhill and get the charcoal. Looks like there's going to be a lot of riding around in this episode. So, alright, so the other thing about armor is that generally quests will give armor that has good stats for your class. And part of that is because generally the three types of armor, all the classes that are supposed to use them, share kind of what the same good stats are for them. Though that's not always the case either. Okay, here we go.
How do you do?
He wants charcoal, or he has the charcoal, but he wants me to do something for him first. Of course.
Hello there. Might I speak with you a moment?
Ah, he wants me to go defeat the big black bear up in the woods. Because he's scared of it and is having trouble getting to his wood pile to make more charcoal. Not a problem. Alright, so, of course, what I was saying about armor having the right stats for your class, medium armor is the biggest exception to that. The 3 medium armor classes, Hunters, Wardens, and Bjornings, use pretty different stats for the most part. So, but from what I understand, you can still find what you need from quests. Or from crafting. Alright, so here's the big black bear. So I'm going to pull it with my bow so that those other bears don't attack me. I'm going to turn into a bear. Alright, got it. Alright, now ride back to Overhill. That was easy enough. Ooh, goblin saw me. Oh wow, a goblin knocked me off my horse. Normally I would just keep riding, but the goblin knocked me off my horse. That triggered a deed. Goblin Slayer deed. Defeat 30 goblins in the Shire.
Good day.
Alright, so he gives me the charcoal. I can go back to Hyacinth Took. Lots of riding around this episode. Looks like we'll have to wait until the next episode to find out more about the strange man Callum. Why he's doing this and what Willamar is going to do about it. Because when we found him, he was injured. So he can't really follow through in his threat of revenge. Pretty day in the Shire. Back at Hyacinth Took here.
Hello. Please stay a moment.
You should be more firm with these folk and make them take care of their own problems for once. That's funny. It's also just kind of a joke about the way MMOs do quests. Alright, I'll need brimstone and iron filings. To go to Needlehole to get those. Oh boy. She really is taking us all over the place. Alright, well, that's it for this episode, though. So tune in next time. We'll finish Hyacinth Took's fireworks quests for Lobelia. We'll find out what's going on with Callum and what Willamar is going to do about it. We'll get the wolf in Woodhall to translate the secret of the collar. And eventually we need to talk with the sheriff. I think I'll have my milestone set to Mickle Delving. Yeah, I do. So at some point I may just travel back there and take care of that. So also, I updated all of my video software, and I changed a couple of settings. Let me know if it looks any different for you. I think it should probably look about the same. But just let me know if you see anything better or worse. Just that feedback's pretty helpful for me. Alright, tune in next time, Niblings.